The Boy and the Apple Tree. A long time ago, in a quiet village, there was a big apple tree. The tree was tall and strong, with thick green leaves that gave cool shade. Its branches spread wide, and in every season it carried beautiful red apples. Not far from the tree, there lived a little boy. The boy was full of energy. He loved running, climbing, laughing, and playing. Every single day, the boy would come to the apple tree. The tree became his best friend. The boy would climb to the very top of the tree. From up there, he felt like a king, looking at the whole village below. He would pick apples, eat them with joy, and then lie under the shade of the tree. Sometimes, he even fell asleep there, listening to the rustling of the leaves. The tree loved the boy very much. It felt happy when the boy was near. When the boy laughed, the tree felt alive. When the boy rested under its shade, the tree felt proud to give comfort. They shared a beautiful friendship, childhood joy. Years passed, and the boy grew, a little older. He still came to the tree, but not as often. One day, the boy came back looking sad. The tree was excited to see him. "Come, my boy," said the tree. "Climb on me again, swing on my branches, and play under my shade. Let us be happy like before." But the boy shook his head. "I am no longer a little child. I don't play with trees anymore. I want toys. I need money to buy them." The tree became silent for a while. Then, with kindness it said, "I am sorry, my boy. I do not have money. But I have apples. You can pick them all, sell them in the market, and then you will have money to buy your toys." The boy's eyes lit up. Without waiting, he climbed and picked every single apple. He carried them away happily. The tree felt glad to help him. But after that day, the boy did not return. The tree stood alone, waiting, missing the sound of laughter. The young man. Many seasons passed. The tree grew older, but still stood strong. One morning, the boy returned. But he was no longer a boy. He had become a young man. His face looked serious, and his hands were rough from work. The tree was overjoyed. "My boy, you are back. Come and play with me." But the young man shook his head. "I do not have time to play. I must work hard. I need a house for my family. Can you give me a house?" The tree thought deeply. "I do not have a house, my boy. But you can cut off my branches. Use them to build your house." The man quickly took an axe and chopped off the tree's branches. He carried them away, smiling. The tree felt pain when its branches fell, but it was still glad. "At least my boy will have a home," it thought. But once again, the man never came back. The tree stood bare and lonely, waiting year after year. The middle age. Time moved on. The young man grew older. His hair began to show streaks of gray. Life's struggles had made him tired. One hot summer day, he returned to the apple tree. The tree, though now without branches, was still happy to see him. Its voice was weak, but full of love. "My boy, you have come back. I missed you so much. Come and play with me." But the man shook his head. "I am too old to play. I want to go sailing. I want a boat to travel and rest. Can you give me a boat?" The tree replied softly, "I do not have a boat. But you can cut my trunk and make one. Then you can sail far away and be happy." The man took an axe and cut down the tree's trunk. The once tall and proud tree now stood only as roots in the ground. The man built a boat and sailed away. The tree was left behind, broken and empty. But even then, it was glad that it could give something to the boy it loved. Old age. Many years passed. The man had grown very old. His back was bent, his steps were slow, and his face was full of wrinkles. After a long time away, he returned once more. The tree was only a dying stump with roots. It saw the old man and whispered, "My boy, I am sorry. I have nothing left to give you. No more apples, no more branches, no more trunk. I am useless." The old man smiled gently. "I do not need apples anymore. My teeth are weak. I do not need branches. I am too old to build. I do not need a trunk. I am too tired to climb. I only need a quiet place to rest." The tree said with tears, "My roots are still here. Come, sit down and rest on me." Old tree roots are the best place to lean on. The old man sat down slowly. He rested against the tree's roots. He closed his eyes and breathed deeply. The tree, though broken, felt peace. It was happy to give comfort one last time. This story is not only about a boy and a tree. It is about us and our parents. When we are children, we love to play with our parents. We enjoy their company. We take their love, their food, and their time without worry. As we grow up, we become busy. We want money, toys, jobs, and houses. We often forget our parents. We only come back when we need something. And just like the tree, our parents give us everything they can, even if it means losing their own comfort. When we are adults, we may still use them for help, money, support, advice. And our parents never complain. They give happily because they love us. When they grow old and weak, they cannot give us much. But even then, they offer what little they have, their prayers, their love, their blessings. This story reminds us that parents are like the apple tree. They sacrifice everything for their children. They give their youth, their energy, their health, and even their lives, just to see us happy. We must never forget their kindness. We should love them, respect them, and care for them not only when we need something, but always. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Paradise lies under the feet of your mother." This means the way to Jannah is by serving, loving, and respecting our parents. So, whenever we see our parents, we should remember the apple tree. We should not wait until they are old and weak to value them. We should give them our love now, while they are with us. The boy took from the tree all his life. The tree never refused. That is the nature of parents. But imagine how much happier the tree would have been if the boy had simply spent more time with it, even without asking for anything. Likewise, our parents don't want only gifts or money. They want our love, our time, our respect. A few kind words, a smile, or even sitting beside them can bring them more joy than gold or wealth. The story teaches us: do not take your parents for granted. Visit them not only when you need something. Speak to them kindly. Make dua for them always. At the end of life, like the old man, we will realize that all along, our parents were the true blessing.